All right, I'm going to hand it over to my dad. Now, my dad has never, ever used a VR headset before, ever. There will be a lot going on. He'll be doing his best.
Hello, people. It's RitualNeo's dad. How's everyone doing?
Howdy.
Thanks for letting me come into your world. Oh, there's my hands. That's so cool. I look very shapely. Hey, Fish Preferred. Is robot the right terminology for this avatar?
Yeah, I would think so.
It reminds me of a sci-fi book I'm reading right now.
It reminds
Everyone
me of
in the sci-fi book has a frame. They're inside the robot.
You mean exoskeleton?
Oh, yeah.
RitualNeo's touching me in a not good way. Okay, good.
What?
I'm good. Everyone have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
I don't really have any embarrassing
it was good.
stories of RitualNeo. He did nothing embarrassing.
12 seconds later.
Costco,
Oh,
that
dear.
Jesse, when he was 4, walked away from us at the door. And we panicked and looked all over the Costco. We couldn't find him. It was horrible. And then I looked all the way across the parking lot, and he was in front of the International House of Pancakes, holding hands with a guy in a pancake costume, like big, round, butter in the middle. It was like his first furry experience.
Big and round.
I was like, is that an evil pancake or a good pancake? I started running towards the pancake. The pancake actually saw me running and figured it out just by body language. So he started running towards me, and we were like running like that epic scene you see in the movies where it's slow motion. And then literally we embraced. I hugged the pancake, and I was like, you found my child. Best pancake guy ever. And then I kneeled down, and I said to Jesse, why did you leave us? And he said, I wanted pancakes. And so we went in and got pancakes.
Of course he did.
He always did seem navigationally
triangle or a
challenged.
diamond.
Closest people to you.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So then,
I was, like,
see,
confused
if I
because
go
I'm
like
like,
that,
wait, what?
I could see the Mentor 3D dragon. If I take a step back, he goes into diamond mode.
And so
Okay.
you do not crash.
We don't want the computer exploding quite yet.
Yeah.
We've had a few exploding computers by Jesse in this house. I just want to say one thing. When Jesse moved to North Carolina, my internet finally worked.
Wow.
It's so funny because where he lives now, his computer doesn't really work very well either. He constantly has problems with the internet and the computer, even where he is now.
It just follows it.
Yes. When he came at Thanksgiving, we tried to get him hooked up directly to the internet, and it screwed everything up. My TV wouldn't work, my thermostat wouldn't work.
No.
That's sad.
Very, very sad. Anyone got any questions about RitualNeo? I know I am the #1 expert other than his mom.
We want to hear more embarrassing stories when he was a kid.
Jesse was a really good kid, but he was kind of an innocent. One time, his mom and I were leaving for the weekend, and he was 19. And then Dejon, who's like his brother, they were sharing a room. And I went up to him to tell him to remember to put the garbage out while we were gone. I said, you guys remember, it's Tuesday, you gotta do it. They're like, we'll do it. I don't have to remind us. And then I left the room, and then I came back. I said, one more thing. While we're gone, you guys better not have a kegger. And they both looked at me like this. They tilted their head like a German Shepherd. And I said, you guys are 19 and you don't know what a kegger is, do you? Just was like, I do. Just was like, I do. I know what a kegger is.
He did not know, says the narrator.
Okay, so the point of the story is, I said, okay, Jesse, what is a kegger? And he looked at me and he said, it's a type of alcoholic drink. And I said, well, you're kind of close. 19 years old and they didn't know what a kegger was. I had explained to them, it's a big barrel of beer. But that was Jesse. He was always a rule follower like his mom. He did a good job. It wasn't hard. Now, Maddie, on the other hand.
I hardly know her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if he would have said that, he would have replied with that.
100%. You're absolutely correct. So when Jesse was a freshman in high school, we had a water heater in our garage. And there's a little valve at the bottom of your water heater, and it was like the cheapest valve ever. And it broke, and so it started leaking just a little bit. So Kelly said, you should call a plumber. But I was like, we can't afford a plumber. I will use the interweb. And so I looked at it and said, all you have to do is this, and this. I went to the hardware store, got a new valve, came home. I hooked a hose up to the old valve. I ran the hose through the backyard, and then I went above the water heater where the main turnoff pipes were, and I turned a knob that I thought for sure was the input knob, and I turned it all the way off, and then I opened up the valve, and then the instructions said it'll take a long time to drain. So I went off to work for a couple hours. When I came home, all the water was in the yard and the hose was no longer draining. So I was like, oh, the whole thing is empty. So I tapped on it and it sounded empty to me. So I took the hose off and I took one turn of the valve and water just started shooting across the garage. And we had those plastic bins from Target. Have you ever seen those? Like they're about like this big.
Yeah.
And so there was two of them right there. So I started filling one up and I told Kelly, I said, come in here, take this to the backyard. And then she would take a full one out and I would fill the next one, and we were doing like that. And Jesse came in and said, Dad, you didn't turn the water off correctly. That's not emptying. It's just completely, the water's just going in there from the city. And I said, you don't know. I looked at the interweb. This is the right way to do it. And so Jesse, who was mowing the lawn, he was my landscaper back then. He knew where the whole house water shutoff was. So he, instead of arguing with me, he walked out of the garage, went in the front yard, turned the water off to the whole house, and about 3 minutes later, the water stopped draining out of the water heater. And he came in, he's like, see? And I was like, okay. So we were both right then. That is Jesse's favorite story. So, you know, I'm a pastor and I speak at a lot of churches. One time when Jesse was 5, we were on like a tour of 3 weeks where I would go around and speak in front of all these college students and churches. And we get to this one church in Lodi, California, and it's 6 p.m. The church seats about 1,000 people, but there's only 300 people there. And there's no children's ministry or anything. So Jesse is in the service, 5 years old, and he's in the back. And I start my speaking, and I'm like, I don't care if there's only 300 people here. I'm going to do a really good job. So I start speaking, and about 5 minutes into my talk, Jesse stands on the pew and yells at the top of his lungs, boring! Just like All right, you guys. I'm getting a little dizzy here. I'm going to let Neo take over. Yes.
Yeah, motion sickness
Nice meeting you.
for your first time in
Dejon, nice meeting you guys. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
The Neo one continues to expand, just like him.
I'm gonna put the next person on now. Thank you guys for being patient.
What's up? Happy National Neo Day.
Dejon, like the mustard.
Oh, there it is. I was waiting for that. Did you just grab my tail? Do it again. That's incredible.
You know, some people have phantom sense,
Yeah.
and like they can just feel it.
Feel it in VR, feel it in real life.
How are we celebrating National Neo Day?
We're just here making, telling embarrassing stories of his life. Making him regret doing this.
Did you know if you die in real life, you also die in VR?
Dang. Bet. You guys want to
That is true.
That's cheese.
Oh, I thought you had an iPad.
Cheese.
That makes more sense.
You ever see those videos of
I can
cats
become
getting
cheese.
slapped with cheese?
Yes, those are the
I can
best.
become a slice of cheese.
Cheese.
You're
Yeah,
a
that's what that's
literal
supposed to be.
Cheese.
I'm just everyone's stem toe.
Right, freestyle's getting bonked.
Oh God.
Bro, die.
Normal.
I hate when that happens.
Hey, do you want to go gambling?
Let's go gambling.
Oh boy. Go gambling.
Whoa, wait a minute.
There
You
should
see-
be
you
at
see the
least
lever
a
here?
very There should
Oh,
be a
dang
very
it.
small
the lever's
chance
stuck. I
that it
jammed
goes,
it.
I can't
No.
stop winning.
Oh, the darkness. What in the Kingdom Hearts is happening right now?
Super magic powers.
To be honest, I don't know. Welcome to VRChat, where anything is possible and people use it to, we don't talk about what people do in the Unity editor. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Oh. You see, I don't have any of these fancy particles right here, but what I do have is the ability to take your money. Please notice the tax form right here. As you can see, you owe me $100 million kajillion. You got about 2 weeks to pay that off before I sell all 27 of your kidneys in the black market.
Seems legit.
27
True.
I'm just gonna need you to, just sign right. Yeah, right here. There you go. Thank you for selling me your soul. I'm gonna use it to buy so many Fortnite skins. I mean, I'll use it to repay your debts.
Wait, no, not Fortnite skins. Anything but that.
Your bro's still in the room with you, right?
Yeah.
Bro is the
I need you to recite these very specific words, okay? Repeat after me. Warudo.
Warudo.
Vive Ultimate Tracker.
Vive Ultimate Tracker.
Slime VR web server.
Slime VR web server.
Not the...
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Fortnite Battle Pass is crazy.
Rivals of Ether.
This feels like some Winter Soldier thing going on right now. He's like getting ready to reset.
I'm brainwashing him right now. He makes too many damn Skibbity Ohio jokes. I gotta torture him in some way, okay? And this is the perfect way to do do
He's gotta get the
incantations.
Wait, but Skibbity
It's the
jokes are
voices, the other
Fortnite
voices
now.
in his head.
Hush, child. Hey man, before you go, I have a question for you.
Bye.
It's very tradition for me to meet new people and beat them the fuck up. So do you want to participate in that?
Wow, I'm ready.
All right, bet.
Bro gets
This is
beat
incredible.
Oh, and that's not all. Check this shit.
Oh my gosh. He made some milk.
Oh yeah, by the way, I lied to you. It's not tradition. I just wanted to slap you.
Oh, you demon. Wait, come back here.
Sharks.